I didn't want to do live because I just prefer when it's not. But here we are yet. So, welcome Cancerians to this space. My name is Cecilia.eyvaa, and here I do some intuitive readings for you. They're not only I recall now why I didn't want to do live, and it's because of the internet connection. But we're gonna go ahead and do it anyway. And I like the message for us is to persist the resistance, because I feel like there's resistance here, indeed. And just, me being Cancer rising, I recognize that momentum of persisting the resistance. So this is for February, or let's say Aquarius season. But these readings are also timeless. So if you feel like you can apply them to before February, or even something that happens after February, know that it is your life and it is designed for you and through you and by you. So don't let anyone else, including me, tell you or dictate what to do and what not to do, unless they have some good advice. All right, my sweethearts, let's go ahead. You are the first one up because you had the most views, and I want to thank you so much for that. So thank you for being here, and thank you for persisting, and thank you for making it through all of your wilderness. And thank you for subscribing, and thank you for connecting with me, and I'm very excited. And I've been longing to do these readings for a while now because it's been Christmas, etc. So I hope you had a really wonderful holiday and that you got a lot of good rest. I've been catching up on some sleep myself, and I think we all need that, right? So just give it time. About resistance, let's see. About resistance, sometimes, we can take the easy way out. I know you Cancerians, or we Cancerians, not necessarily take the easy way out when it's something that we really want or really care about. But when it comes to self-love or something that is in our favor, when it's not directly linked to somebody else or doing something for somebody else, because we're really good at doing something for people, other people that we love and that we care about, right? But when it comes to doing it for ourselves, it can sometimes be difficult if we're not used to it. And the reason why we're not used to it is because we haven't practiced it enough. It's almost like practicing a muscle, like going to the gym, like exercising that part of us that gives back to ourselves, and that can be self-indulgent. And it's that part that becomes actually selfish and harsh and controlling if it doesn't get the intention, it doesn't get the attention, well, perhaps the intention too, that it needs. So the reason why we want to persist the resistance, specifically in doing things for ourselves, or that we have set up to do, is because we don't want to fail ourselves. We don't want to disconnect from ourselves. We don't want to disobey our highest intention or wish for ourselves. The only way for us to really give back to ourselves is not in the moment, but in the long run, each step of the day, giving to ourselves not only the fundamental needs, but actually the needs that are serving us long term. And Aquarius season is really good at that, because it really gives us an idea of how we are interconnected to the world around us, and how our wealth is directly linked to our health, and our health is directly linked to our emotional state of being. And so Aquarians that are in a balanced state of mind, they are really aware of, I would say hyper aware of how to manage their energy. And they manage their energy through knowing what to focus on, I would say. And that's also why they can be very conflicted at times of choosing or knowing what to focus their energy on during the time of the day or scope of a time frame, because there's so many things in the collective that they are picking up on and that they're like reading into, and they're not doing it for selfish reasons. They're doing it because it serves them, and they know that if it serves them, it also serves the collective. So by informing their own bodies and their own minds of how to stay alert and aligned and evolve, they also do that in order to be at service for the whole. So there's something in there for you, Cancer, to be a little bit more, like I would say, on the tip of your toe during Aquarius season or during February, and make it into a month where you really persist the resistance of giving back to yourself, and not only in the forms that we're used to, like not just like laying around in bed, eating, having snacks in bed, watching movies, reading stories, cuddling. Not only that, but actually things that invigorates us and that gives us strength and health. I would say boosts our immune system, boosts our mental state, and really takes us above the sluggish water where we tend to be at times, where we actually are at when we need rest, when we need rejuvenation and recuperation. Yeah? Okay, my Cancers, let's get on to it. We're going to take a look at each week, actually, I feel, of February. But remember, these are quarters of a month, and they can be quarters of a time period. So if you want to apply it to, like I said earlier, before February or after February, I can't speak. Well, I can speak, but I'm trying my best not to stumble on the words. Do that. Like, these are just structures to get a higher perspective on things. Yeah. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, let's see what's in it for you. Haven't shuffled these, so we're gonna start with shuffling these, and then let's go deeper into it. So astrologically in February, let's see. Well, we're finally going to have Mercury direct, and it's going to be direct going into Aquarius, right? By the end of January, it's going to move quick into Aquarius, which is going to be your 8th house if you're Cancer rising. If you're a Cancer sun, it kind of depends on where your rising is at, right? But always watch your rising sign, I would say. It's even more applicable than the sun sign, the rising sign, I would say. I always watch the rising sign, and also moon sign, of course. But still, 8th house is other people's resources, is deep transformative functions of other people's resources, or how you connect with others in order to transform deeply. It's also intimacy, sexual connections, and how you manage your sexual energy. It's the house of Scorpio, right? So it's death and rebirth as well, which is very fitting and suiting, right, for this time of year. Oh, gosh. But Mercury going direct is really good because you're going to get a lot of messages, maybe some booty calls. So you want to make sure that you're again, up on your feet and up on the tip of your toes and like ready and able to like launch whenever it is time to launch. Mars is going direct, going into your sign, actually. So that's a big thing, right? That's a very big thing. We have death here, like I spoke about, Scorpio energy. And then we have 8 of Cups. So it's about emotional detachment. I wouldn't say that it's about leaving something specific, When it's these cards that are very watery, it's more about like that deep emotional letting go and shedding, which you are really good at if you really get into it. Yeah. But it takes you time to let go, right? It takes you time, the Hangman. You need some time to figure out really what it is that you, like, not what is, but if you are ready to let go. With Mars being in your sign, you're going to be so ready to let go. Because Mars being retrograde in Gemini for such a long time in your 12th house has really, really, really done that hard work for you. So whatever processes you have been figuring out now during the last couple of months is going to come to the surface. They're going to be spoken. They're going to be claimed, I'm hearing. And it's definitely going to be a reason for you to perhaps even, how do I say this in a good way? Like launch out at other people. Maybe you're going to feel more aggressive, or you're going to feel like more defensive towards your self-image. So you want to be careful of how you communicate it, and take and use everything that you learned so far during these months into consideration before you actually connect with whomever or whatever it is that triggers you when it comes to letting go of something. Because initially it's not someone out there or something out there, it's something in here, right, that we want to let go of. And yeah, it connected to something or someone out there that we want to let go of, but it's not really about that in the end. And in the beginning, it's about how we relate to it within ourselves. And only you know that. Only you know that. So the first week of February season for my Cancerians, please. Cancerians. 12 minutes in, I do these channel readings because I feel like they almost have more to say than the cards sometimes. We have the Three of Cups, so there's a lot of celebration. And again, you know, you want to be out and about. You want to be out and about. And maybe that's why, you know, you have some resistance towards that. Self-care, because sometimes self-care is actually socializing. Sometimes self-care is actually maintaining your relationships. Sometimes self-care is actually clearing out the cobwebs of what is not really understood and hindered. First week, Three of Cups. Second week, Ace of Swords with a Five of Swords. I'm gonna say that this is Mercury doing its part, and it could land at the Five of Swords where we have a conflict, but I'm getting reminded of the image where someone is walking away from a fight. And with the Ace of Swords here, it also indicates that you will receive some kind of clarity and insight, maybe during a conflict, or in the beginning stages of a conflict, or in the ending stages of a conflict. And I would say this is a mental conflict. It could be an argument. This could be bickering. This could be something happening in your workspace. I feel like this is actually workspace. I feel like this is like an after work situation because of this Three of Cups, right? Or the socializing events, where you will like reach an insight, know exactly how to maneuver these small talks and how to walk away without actually trampling on anyone, but especially without trampling on yourself. That's good, right? But remember, we get Mars in our first house, so easy peasy, right? No, not that easy. Let's see what the third week is about for our Cancers. So how did it go with the love story, you guys? I know how it went for me. And it was definitely an organic love. So we got an Eight of Swords and the Four of Wands. I feel like this is you persisting the resistance. I feel like the last part of February is going to be really, really challenging for you, because it's going to take a lot of energy for you to like be out there and be social and believing in yourself and believing that you are really as sought after as you want to be, really as appreciated as you want to be, because I know that you want to be. I know that you want to be. It's the reason why you give in the first place. You do give selflessly, but in the very, 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 very tiny bottom of that cup, my lovely Cancers, the reason why we do all this for other people is because we want to be treated that way. But we really don't know how to. So when we have the Eight of Swords, it's self-inflicted limitations, self-imposed limitations. With the Four of Wands, talking about what makes you stable, what comes to, like, what defines stability for you. This could be a marriage, this could be a contract, this could be home, this could be financial stability. But there is some part of you that is still unable to truly believe that you're worthy of that stability, that you're worthy of being treated and celebrated, because this is also a celebratory card. This could be a marriage or some kind of festivity. Again, with the Three of Cups, there's a lot of festivity. And I see there's a lot of socializing. Again, you're going to meet a lot of people. You're going to be out and about. You just have to believe in yourself and believe that you're worthy of it and that you can do it. I'm almost hearing this, like, I don't do the, not going to politically lead you anywhere, you know, I'm not even American, but remember the tagline of, I'm not going to say who, but yes, we can, right? That kind of energy is like when we meet something, it's like, yes, we can do it. Like believe in yourself, almost like this Capricornian energy that we have now, like bring it on. It's like, yes, we can do it. Are we going to back down? No. Are we going to like fall to the ground and sob? No. Are we going to trap ourselves in our own shell? No. If you want this, the Four of Wands, if you want this, the Three of Cups, if you want the Ace of Swords, if you want clarity, you want love, friendship, connections, festivities, you want stability, creativity, love, you're going to need to know exactly how to walk away from conflict, and especially inner conflict. Let's see the fourth week or the fourth time period. I hope these lives are good. We get the Four of Cups. So again, you're afraid to receive something. You're super afraid to receive something and you're not really willing to do it. And I think it's based upon not knowing how to. You don't know how to. And it starts with you. It starts with you opening up yourself and giving to yourself in ways that you haven't done before, in ways that isn't about survival mode or like, oh, my battery is done, like I need to recharge. Like not about that, but actual self-love, self-indulgence. Like what is it that makes you feel really good in the long run? Like look around you. What do people do when they treat themselves? Like they go exercise, right? They go to yoga, they go to qigong, they go to the gym, they go out running, like whatever it is, they do something physical, right? Go swimming, something, bicycle, hiking, something. Like treat your body, move your body. Don't like sit at home. And I'm talking to myself now too, like, cause I know like I'm the same way. Like whenever you feel low, resting is not the only way in the February season. But movement is, because when we move our body, we also move our mind and we move away from these obstacles, right? And we open up places where we can receive. Yeah. So let's clarify these cards. And then what else? Like drink a lot of water. We have the Aquarian card here. So I feel like Aquarius season is going to be very good for you. Hangman in reverse, like, yes, see things from different point of view. Like, don't eat only comfort food or food that comforts you. Don't do only things that comforts you. Like, get out of your comfort zone. Persist the resistance. And I'm not talking about pushing yourself. I'm just talking about talking to yourself in a manner where you can get beyond your limitations, yeah? All right, so let's clarify this. The reason why I don't have any live chat is because I get super distracted. Me being neurodivergent, I'm being super distracted when like things pop up. I can't really focus. But please comment below whenever this live is on again, and I feel so happy whenever I get a comment and I can focus and I can give back to you also. All right, so let's see. 3 of Cups. I feel like there's a lot of different cups. Yes, there's a lot of choices. Maybe you just get a lot of party invitations or invitations to reasons to celebrate. Maybe you just have a lot of people that want to hang out with you. 3 of Cups, please, for Cancer. We got the Lovers card. So this is Gemini energy, flirtatious, out and about. Your 12th house. So there's definitely something in it where you have been afraid before to socialize or maybe even share how you feel, share what you think with other people. But now you're asked to do so. And the choice has to be a choice of the heart. So you have to really reach in within your heart and say yes to love. In whatever aspect that is, you know. Love can be, of course, a relationship where you choose love. But you can't only choose love mentally, you have to choose love in your body. Same with if you choose a path like for your profession, for your work, for how you make money. Make sure that you choose it. Choose what feels good. Not only what feels good for the moment, but what feels good all in all. Like what really, really enters the body as a yum. What really enters the body as a yum. Let's get one more on that, please. One more. So we have a Death card again. 8th house. It's connected to the 8th house. I feel like you are emotionally detaching from old stigmas in regards to relationships and love. And this also goes very much along with the reading that I did for you in January. That still applies, right? So it's about transforming how we connect to other people by putting ourselves out there and being more vulnerable and being more honest and truthful and not really caring of how it comes across. And if somebody wants to come along or not, that's up to them. But you need to be honest with yourself. And it's also, I'm hearing, how much baggage can I roll with? Like, do you want to bring your old stuff to the new party? No, you don't. So you've been through this like baggage claim, so to say, like metaphorically, of 2022 and the beginning of 2023, where like the old baggage came up like in the carousel at the airport, and you were like, that's my baggage, that's my baggage, that's my baggage. Like Cancers were there all month just like claiming their baggage. But now it's like, well, do you want to keep this baggage for the next trip, or let's like travel lighter? And I feel like that's about it. Like you need to transform, you need to let go again of the final chapter of how you relate to others and love in regards to how you relate to yourself. Can you choose from your heart truly? And can you be open and can you be brave and daring in that? Beautiful. What is the Ace of Swords, please, for my Cancers? Whee! So Ace of Swords is actually clarified by the Five of Swords. So we have the Five of Swords twice, which stands for change. And again, I feel like this is a big change. Five of Swords, please clarify that. Yeah, swift change. We have the Knight of Wands here, you guys. And so there's a swift change in the way that we communicate. And I would say this has to do with Mars. It's like a very fiery energy, and it can be a little bit obnoxious or like non-careful, not so soft. So you want to make sure that you leave a conflict without like stabbing other people or stabbing yourself, like, because this dude, he's like, he's being careful, right? But he is not really being careful. So it's almost like you have a choice of how you want to relate. Like either you like clarify yourself and you make sure that the way that you talk to others, it can be emails, it can be connecting to your friends and family, it can be in your relationship, your love relationship, your partnership, with your children, with your mother, with your father, with your mother, I'm hearing, with your mother. because how you talk to your mother is how you talk to yourself. And I'm hearing this, is this the mouth that you speak to your mother too? Like, it's kind of like that energy, like be really careful of what you communicate out. Be really centered in how you communicate it, because otherwise this fiery underlying energy is going to like pressure you to really say something that you don't want to deal with later, I would say. Yeah. And it could also relate directly to a fire sign and an earth sign, but I just feel like it's Mars. Mars and Mercury going on their business. Meditate. Definitely meditate. Yeah, Cancer, meditate. Yeah, I said it. Dance and meditate. Sit and meditate. Walk and meditate. Do some meditation. Practice flexibility up here as well, because that's also what Aquarius is about, right? 8 of Swords, please. So I have a question poll out that I want you to go and vote so that we can see what subject we're going to do for our bonus reading this month. Here we have the Page of Pentacles, actually, with the 8 of Swords. So it speaks about money, but it also speaks about worthiness. And again, I told you that, like, are you truly believing that you're worthy to receive what it is that you want? Again, how you treat other people is actually how you want to be treated yourself. So make sure that you do that practice of self-love. Open up, even though it hurts. I'm hearing this Tai Chi song that even if it hurts, baby, even if it hurts, baby, say you want to go, say you want to stay, say you want to leave, maybe. I don't want to feel crazy, even if it hurts, baby. So the truth has to be out there, right? Persistent resistance. And I think this actually talks about truth towards yourself. Like do you want to stay with your old baggage, or do you want to move on and be lighter? Well, in that case, make sure to just practice. It's about exercising your mind. It's about exercising your mind to access your heart. 4 wands, please. 6 of Swords. One more for that, please. 4 wands. Yeah, you guys. Woo! So I'm getting 4 cups twice as well. And then I'm getting the 10 of Pentacles. You are in such a FOMO, you guys. You're so afraid of receiving what you really, really, really long for, which we all know is that loving, big, happy, family, healthy inheritance, a lot of good, beautiful pearls within your shell. Yeah? You're so afraid to receive it. But the moment you move out of your own stormy ways, because this comes after, this is the 6 of Swords, right? It comes after the 5 of Swords. The moment that you move out of that place, the 4 of Cups talks about several things. I would say 3 things here. It talks about either you're being so afraid to receive what it is that you actually want, that you're going to self-create it. You're going to reject it when it comes, because you're going to be so afraid of it. And you're going to regret it later on. But I feel like this is for a few, because the 10 of Pentacles comes at the last. So I feel like the 10 of Pentacles talks about you receiving that inheritance for yourself, receiving the worthiness, the recognition, and the love for yourself. But the 4 of Cups also talks about you being so used to being neglected or neglecting yourself that, or you being so used to rejecting life that now that you have practiced and learning to receive more, you're not going to see this coming. This is going to come and you're going to be surprised. You're like, is this for me? Is this true? Is it too good to be true? Don't doubt it. It's not too good to be true. You worked for it. You worked hard for it. You deserve it. What is the last card for my beautiful Cancerians, please? After 10 of Cups, please. 10 of Cups. The 10 of Pentacles. We have your card, baby. Get the Chariot. There you are. There you are, my loves. There you are. And you're so powerful, and you're so strong. You're so ready. You're so freaking cardinal, you guys. You're ready to get it moving. Moving towards your higher self, moving towards your goal, moving towards that worthiness, moving towards that 10 of Pentacles, moving towards the Three of Cups, moving towards the Four of Wands, moving towards clarity, Ace of Swords. I love that card. I love that card because it speaks about epiphanies, insights, which you are really good at receiving once you are in that mode, but you have to prep yourself, my loves. Now we're going to use this deck that I have created or am creating. So one card for my Cancerians, please, or let's see if there's more than one. Completing evolution. Yay, we get, let's say one more. In plain sight. All right, you guys, this completing evolution speaks about cycles being done. And I feel like this is what the first week of February talks about too. It's like now you have left the old baggage and you're ready to choose from the heart, and you're ready to maneuver through conflicts, and you're ready to walk away from self-limiting beliefs, and you're ready to receive something that you've been longing for a very long time. Basically, you're happy ever after. But it's going to be hidden in plain sight. You're not going to see it coming. This speaks about something that is a surprise. Surprise, surprise. And it's going to be a surprise because you have yet to mentally accept that you are worthy of it. That it is there for you. Yeah? Final card for you guys. We're going to use the StarCodes Astro Oracle deck. Let's see what astrology we have for you guys. For my Cancers, please. Okay, one more. I love this deck, but it's really bended. And I'm gonna link the song. And then I want you to watch the video because it's really cool. It's really Aquarian, Cancerian, actually. I want you to watch the video. All right, my beloveds. What is the StarCode Astro Oracle card for my Cancerians for February? Final card. I'm hearing conjunction. Hey, that's a lot of cards. I'm getting Virgo digest. It's too many cards. Yeah. Wait for it. I'm here. Wait for it. Wait for the final trumpet. Like, you are your own judge too, so don't judge yourself too hard. Like, do those things that make you feel good. Really, really, really self-indulge. Don't excuse yourself to not do what you have set out to do, because that's the way that you get into your chariot mode. Persist the resistance. Yeah. We got square, semi-square, quincunx, tension. 54, which is a 9. This reminds me of the way that I interpreted it in a love reading for December, when it's like you're going to bump into each other and it's going to be like a big surprise the way that you connect to each other. So this could be the surprise that is coming towards you, but I also feel like this is the tension in the sky. So let's see, you have had squares and you have had that tension. Now that Mercury is moving direct and Mars is moving direct, it's moving out of those squares. Well, it's gonna come new tension, of course, but that new tension, again, like the Five of Swords twice, is gonna learn you, or you're gonna take with you exactly how to more effortlessly move through it. So instead of bumping into, this is a metaphor, instead of bumping into someone and you're gonna be like all angry about them, when you bump into someone, instead you're gonna be like, oh, sorry, my apologies, you know, are you okay? Like on a more win-win way, right? Beautiful. Make sure to not spread your anger all over the place, my lovelies. This is gonna be good. Just be aware this month and be sure to treat yourself better, because the better you treat yourself, the more easy it's gonna be to maneuver through any conflict. Yeah? Yes. All right, my loves, thank you so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate it. If you have any questions, please comment below. And thank you for the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Thank you for the likes. I like the likes. And if there is anything that you want to affect on the bonus reading, make sure to vote on the poll. It's just 5 questions. So just like click whatever you want to click. Yeah? Have a beautiful February. Love you, love you. Bye.